Welcome to a journey through the centuries, a story of betrayal, repentance, and redemption. Today, we will explore the life of one of the most controversial figures in religious history, Judas Iscariot. Primarily known as the disciple who betrayed Jesus Christ, his journey is a roller coaster of emotions and choices that resonate through time. Judas Iscariot, one of the 12 disciples of Jesus, was born in a tumultuous period in Palestine, marked by Roman occupation and religious fervor. Initially, Judas was drawn to the charisma and revolutionary messages of Jesus, joining his inner circle of followers. However, as Jesus' ministry unfolded, Judas's expectations were not met. He expected a political leader who would free Israel from Roman rule, but Jesus preached a spiritual kingdom, a concept that Judas did not fully understand. This disconnect between his expectations and reality led Judas to a dark place in his heart, where ambition and disillusionment began to grow. Then came the fateful night of the Last Supper. Judas, motivated by a combination of greed, disappointment, and perhaps even the desire to force Jesus' hand to act, decided to betray his master. For 30 pieces of silver, he handed Jesus over to the religious leaders to be arrested. After the betrayal, Judas was consumed by remorse. The reality of what he had done hit him like 1,000 hammers, and he realized the gravity of his actions. Jesus' words echoed in his mind, especially those that spoke of love, forgiveness, and mercy. Judas sought redemption desperately. He tried to return the 30 pieces of silver, but was rejected by the religious leaders. Desperate and anguished, he wandered the streets of Jerusalem, tormented by the weight of his betrayal. Judas's repentance was sincere, but his journey to redemption was interrupted by tragedy. Unable to cope with overwhelming guilt, Judas ultimately took his own life. His death was a tragic end to a complex and painful story. The story of Judas Iscariot is a vivid reminder of human frailty and the complexity of the human condition. He was a man torn between good and evil, between hope and despair. His betrayal and repentance echo through the centuries as a reminder of the power of choices and the consequences they bring. May the story of Judas inspire us to reflect on our own choices and to seek redemption, no matter how lost we may feel. For as Judas reminds us, even in the darkest shadows, there is always the light of hope and mercy.